All right, let's talk about the camo grind in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is by far one of the most grindiest, is that a word? Grindiest camo grinds in any Call of Duty I've ever played. So normally I don't mind going for the top-notch camo. It's always fun to grind it out, use a variety of different weapons, and see if I can get every single camo unlocked. However, in this game, it's absolutely frustrating. So as you can see by my combat record, I've played Modern Warfare for 1 day, 13 hours, and 51 minutes. As you can also see, my KD ratio is in the toilet. So needless to say, I'm not that great, but I'm also grinding for the camos. Now, of my 1 day, 13 hours, and 51 minutes, I didn't spend the entirety working for camos. I had to get adjusted to the game. I was practicing. I was trying to find my favorite gun. So in over a day's worth of playtime, you would assume that I have tons of gold weapons already. And you would assume wrong, because I have one. This is my only gold weapon in the entire game. It's the PKM LMG. Now, however, I am very, very close with the AK-47. So technically, I have two. So is the grind really worth it? Now, if you weren't aware, there's 3 different completionist camos. Of course, you get gold for completing all the camos for a certain weapon. And the gold camo doesn't look too bad in this game. In fact, I've seen a lot of people say that this is one of the best gold camos in any Call of Duty ever. And that's saying something. Now, to me, it's got all those little striations, those little squiggly lines, if you will. And I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know. Some games, it just looks like a solid gold. And in other games like this one, as you can see, it's just, yeah, there's a good close-up right there. Those little squiggly lines. It looks like a puzzle piece, almost. Now, once you complete all the camos in a class of weapons, you get the platinum. Now, again, I don't know if I'm a fan of this one. It's more black speckledness than platinum. I seem to recall in World War II, for example, Call of Duty World War II that is, there was a chrome camo, and that was really nice. This one, I don't know, there's just too much of that black flakiness. Well, in this image, it almost looks like gray. A gray or black flakiness. There you go. I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. And that's the platinum. I mean, that's quite the grind in and of itself. So you would think the final camo would be absolutely awe-inspiring. And unfortunately, at least in my opinion, I don't believe it is. It's called Damascus, as I'm sure you're all aware. And it's just strange. That's all I can say. It's strange. It's a hybrid of weird colors. It almost looks like something my daughter would have made. Just taking a whole bunch of bright and vibrant colors and just splashing them on a piece of paper and saying, hey dad, look at this piece of art I just made. I don't know, to me it just looks like a normal camo. I mean, there's several nice looking normal camos in this game, and that's all it really looks like to me. So right now, let me know in the comments, do you agree with me? Do you think Damascus is a great camo, or is it just a average at best one? So to me, some of the Skulls camos look a lot better than Damascus. For instance, Hemophiliac. I think this is one of the best camos in the game. If this would have been the final camo, I wouldn't have been disappointed at all. I mean, it's a fiery, vibrant, really nice looking camo. I'm just not sure why any of these aren't animated, especially either the gold, platinum, or Damascus. I think it should be eye-popping and very, very catchy, something worth the grind, like black matter, or was it dark matter? Whichever it was in one of the prior Call of Duty games, it was just explosive and animated and brilliant. But again, in this game, I don't know, the colors are just a bit blah to me, especially this one. I mean, just looking at it, I prefer gold over both of these. And that's the easiest to get. And by the way, I do have a special camo. This came from the endowment pack, and this is called Hot and Cold. I mean, this one's not bad. It's got a nice color palette to it. It's definitely better than some of the original camos in the game. So like I mentioned, I only have gold on 1.5 weapons, basically. However, one of my subscribers named Holm has actually got platinum on the shotgun class. Now, of course, he's nowhere near Damascus because that is almost impossible at this stage of the game's life cycle. But we can show off platinum, so I'm going to take a look in a match and see exactly what this one looks like. All right, so here's what it looks like in-game. Again, this is platinum. It doesn't look too bad. And in fact, it looks more so like the World War II camo chrome that I was referring to earlier. But it's just still, it's nothing exciting. I mean, there's nothing spectacular about this. It does have a bit of glare to it, which I kind of enjoy. But would I run this over some of the normal camos? I don't think so. Some of the default camos that you unlock are way, way better than this. But I guess it is all about showing off your grind. And if someone sees you with this, then they're probably going to be impressed. You can see those speckled-like puzzle pieces scattered in the gun. Those are the things I wasn't a fan of. I'm trying to hold it in a... There, you can see on the very tip towards me. You can see it almost looks like a puzzle piece. I think someone's creeping up on me here. Bop! And it gives you superpowers where you can kill everyone in one shot. Not really, but it's not bad. It's better when you ADS because it's definitely got that sheen to it. So let me know in the comments, do you think the grind is worth it? Do you like doing these challenges? I don't know. The way they have it set up, it's just a major, major chore. For example, the fact that you have to level the crap out of your weapon just to access the camos, and they don't even start registering until you get them unlocked with the appropriate level. That just is annoying to me, and it makes it so much more time consuming. But again, at the end of the day, it boils down to whether or not you like these three camos, the gold, the platinum, or the Damascus. If you don't like any of these, then there's no point. Obviously, there's no point in grinding any of these challenges out. But in my opinion, the platinum and the Damascus camos are not worth the grind. In fact, I don't think anyone even has Damascus on all the weapons yet. I don't know though. So I'm genuinely curious. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of these three camos? I'm really interested to hear if it's just my opinion that these aren't that great, or if everyone else in the community is feeling this way. Like I said, the gold looks awesome, and then it gets worse and worse from there. And that, as they say, is that.